evening and welcome, fellow babies. Saturday night silly Shills show, and holy mother of God, have we got some stupid for you tonight. We're going to find out what stars really are, why COVID passports are such a great idea. We've got some scientific moon mathemagic and so much more. So hang on to your asses, fellow babies, because we're bringing the stupid hard tonight. I'm going to hand it over to Aimee Hogan. She's going to introduce you to the panel. Aimee, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm excited. We've got some real stupid to watch. I didn't have anything to do with it this week, so this is good. but welcome everyone. I'm so excited. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's been a good week so far. Keep our fingers crossed. Let's just have some fun bashing the stupid. Let's get right around this room too. First up, I've got Loki Fish Mars. Loki Fish, how are you this evening?
Doing good. Got my coffee IV in and ready to go.
Excellent. That's excellent. I know I've got my tea over here with me. Have tea will travel, so we're good. And next up, we have Mipet 69. Mipet, how are you this evening?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, pretty good. Just had a long week. It just seems to have gone on forever, so I'm glad it's finally over. But yeah, looking forward to some really dumb tonight because I need a good laugh.
Excellent.
So let's go.
That's right. Let's get going on this. This is going to be so much fun. And next up, we have DKG Custom. DKG, how are you this evening?
Oh, fine. Spent the day just like spread out on the sofa, dozing all day. My birthday and all that. So I'm allowed.
Oh, that's right.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Happy
Eventually, the kids like showered me with presents. Well, apart from the oldest because he didn't give them fucking anything. But never mind. So got a lovely bottle of Southern Comfort to finish off tonight. Well, to start and finish off tonight, and big bar of Toblerone and a great book, which is the Bible according to Spike Milligan. So I'm looking forward to reading that.
Excellent. And I'm sure Marilyn Monroe will make an appearance to sing you happy birthday eventually. Hey! So there we go.
As long as it's not Matt dressed up as Marilyn Monroe.
No.
Oh, damn it. Getting away with it.
Not in his age. I don't want him in skimpy clothes yet. So, the dresses go fine, but skimpy no. Just kidding. And next up we have M2M Matt. How are you this evening?
I'm doing fine. I'm kind of done much today, to be honest with you. Yeah, done pretty much nothing. Just a little sort of thing. I sorry I haven't done any videos for quite a while. I've have a few other things that I've been focusing on, and yeah, but I'll get back to it soon, I promise you. So, we'll finish the series that I'm on, and we'll get on to the next series, hopefully in the new year. And yeah, that's it, really.
Excellent. There we go. But that sounds good, though. That's excellent. And next up, we have Mallory with us. Woohoo! Hello, Mallory. How are you?
Bonjour. Well, I'm still feeling a bit like woozy or droozy from last night. I think it all began after I had a few sips of that punch, but this robe feels amazing. So I'm happy in my corner right here. I'm just gonna keep touching these bunny ears and.
There we go.
You're in a
we
corner.
promise not to speak too loud too. So we'll So we promise we won't shout or do anything sudden. So we'll dark rooms are always best the next day, I've heard. So there we go.
Yeah, don't make any sudden movements. You might scare the Mallory. Just
That's right. That's right. Plus two, you'll hear it in the corner. Ee, ooh, And last but not least, we have Dick Dawson. Dick Dawson, how are you this evening?
Very good. Like Mallory, I was nursing a little hangover as well, but Dr. Molson's getting me through no fucking problem. So we're good to go here. The list is insane. This might be the night where we truly do plumb new depths in the worlds of stupid, because my God, what we've got on tap is crazy.
Oh, it wasn't these weren't colon choices, were they? Were they colon?
Well, one is.
Oh,
one is, and it's going to send Loki into a fucking rage. It's going to be funny. We should probably do that one first, just to get it out of the way and done.
Yeah.
You know, if colon's chosen them, they're going to be bad.
Oh
really
yeah.
He finds the doozies. It's scary. It's never good.
His world Oh, his world is a twisted world. But Aimee, how about yourself? What's new and exciting and cool?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Nothing so far. Going to start looking for stuff for tomorrow for the uncalled for. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but it should be interesting. Seems how I only have a day to prepare. So, so I'm looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it. I'm pretty excited. We've got some real stupid tonight, so this should be really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, why don't we get right to the video list? Well, we do have a little premiere video from Johnny O that's going to be coming up as well. He's got a cool movie production thing coming up here really soon, and he sent me over like a 1.5-minute little preview that we're going to show later. But first, we definitely have to get to oh, for God's sakes, not again. This new G Drive Sync app is driving me absolutely insane. It sometimes, like, I've got it synced to an SSD, like an M.2, and sometimes it takes, I don't know, 30 seconds for the stuff to show up and let me at least see it. It's doing it to me right now. There we go. And we have a awesome video that Colin himself sent in, and it's a sextant and a circle. And this is Rob Durham, and this is the original improved quality of it. So, yeah. So let me get us switched over, get the TV set up. There we go. And yeah, this is going to be all kinds of moronic. So here we go. Hold on, people. What, is there like no audio at this point? What the hell's going on here?
No, can't hear.
Oh, hold on. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Okay, here. I'm going to push play again. It might work better. Hold on.
Hi folks, so today I want to talk about Sextant Navigation. Now I know the guys over at Flat Earth Debate have been speaking about this for quite some time now, and I agree with everything they say on the subject, and in fact I'll touch on a bit of what they say at the end of this video. But I want to focus on a different aspect of Sextant Navigation today, one that perhaps has never been thought of before, perhaps has, but never modelled, and I'm going to model it. So let's start by begging the question and assuming we're on a sphere, and we want to determine our location on this sphere using a sextant. Now bearing in mind that we must start with a sphere, if that's what we're living on, and the geometry must also work on a sphere, if that's what we're living on. Now in order to do a triangulation using a sextant, we use the Mercator projection map as shown here. But how do we get a flat Mercator projection map from a globe? I'll let this guy explain.
Projection. Popular rectangular maps use a cylindrical projection. Imagine putting a theoretical cylinder over the globe and projecting each of the points of the sphere onto the cylinder surface. Unroll the cylinder and you have a flat rectangular map.
Okay, so we now know how a projection is made from a globe to a flat map. In this case, the Mercator projection. So we all know that in order to do a sextant triangulation, you need to use a nautical almanac to give you the zenith of the celestial bodies, and you draw circles of equal altitude from that zenith to determine where they cross, and hence where your location is. So for shits and giggles, I'm just going to start by drawing a load of circles all over this map, like so. And then I'm going to take this map and wrap it around a sphere in AutoCAD. And on first glance, everything probably looks normal. These circles look okay, this circle looks okay, but this one, you'll see it starting to go egg-shaped. And if we go down and look at this one, which reaches to the South Pole, this one gets pointed. So the circles are okay around the equator areas, although they won't be a perfect circle.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Loki.
Okay, so let's take a globe, project a distorted map on a cylinder, then take that distorted map, cylinder projection, and wrap it back around a globe, distorting it even more. Nice job.
Don't forget putting the circles on the distorted map and then pulling it out and wrapping it around. Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, like I said, even that type of map is not 100% accurate in terms of how it's sort of shaped and all the rest of it as well. That projections, there isn't a projection that's like 100% accurate. It just isn't.
It can't be.
No, you can't.
I mean, come on. Just think about what's going on. You've got the globe projecting to a cylinder. You draw circles on it and then bring it back to the globe and go, they're not circles anymore. Like, holy fuck, buddy, you're smart.
And on top of that, he goes on, what about the whole using the nautical almanac thing? If you listen to Flat Earth Debate and all those guys, they're ignoring the nautical almanac entirely. So his presupposition and distorting shit to start with doesn't even work, because he's not even going along the same lines as what they're doing over on the debate shows.
Which begs a question as to why didn't he draw the circles on the globe first and then do it as that projection? And then, you're going to see that, of course, it's not going to be circles either way. So whatever way you actually do it, you're not going to get perfect circles after you convert it. It's not going to happen. Oh, damn.
You probably could have calculated what you needed to draw to get perfect circles back on the globe once you did it. But,
right.
I mean, this is just a classic demonstration of complete ignorance in what's truly going on. It's funny.
It's either that or he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, there could be a Poe element. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, a little more then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the further north or south they get, the more egg-shaped or even teardrop-shaped they become.
No shit, Sherlock.
The reason is because when you try to wrap a projected flat map, specifically the Mercator map in this instance, around a sphere, you have excess map. The paper that the map is printed on will not physically wrap around a sphere. You have to take slices out of the paper on the north and the south to be able to fit the projection back onto the sphere. So it's taken part of the circles out, and in this case made a teardrop shape. Okay, with all that being said, I'm going to simulate a couple of sextant readings to try and determine our location on the sphere. So I'm flipping back to the Mercator map.
Hold on.
Shut up, Meg.
So he's about to use a projection map and then try to use a sextant on it to make sense of something. What? Doesn't he have to remake the sextant with a flat bottom at this point, Loki?
What he has to do is completely ignore all the correction tables and pretty much do what I did, which is write a whole new set of corrections to get it to work for Flat Earth. There's no way he can get this to work.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've never used a sextant, but this is just ridiculous because I understand the whole projection map thing and it just makes it funny as fuck. Zed the Guru seems to agree. This is fucking hilarious. What sort of brainlet falls for this? That's a good one.
Now the other thing is that his whole, hey, you take this projection map and you cut slices out and wrap it back around wrap it around a globe to make it work. Actually, no, a globe gore projection is completely different than a Mercator. So he's just making shit up to start with.
Yeah. Yeah, Ugly German Truce seems to think that he knows it too, and I kind of agree there. Maybe it's starting to look like he's smart enough to actually know, better. Aimee.
Yes, that was the comment I wanted to address too, because he did say that. Ugly German Truth said you cannot put sextant readings on the Mercator projection and then wonder why it does not look right on the globe, and he knows that. And yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about this. I don't know enough about this guy. I mean, I haven't. This is the first I've heard of him, so I can't really make that judgment whether he's a Poe or not. I don't really know at the moment, but he does sound intelligent.
That's
that's
what I'm making my judgment on, Matt. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, I know lots of articulate people who sound very intelligent, but they're actually not. So yeah, I don't know. I'm
Eric Dubé wishes he was one of those people, but he sounds like an idiot as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to reserve judgment at the moment, and I don't think you'd be able to make that judgment after one video. I'd have to see more, but who knows? Maybe he is.
Yeah. Oh, and we forgot. We're doing a thing this month where Aimee and Matt, Super Chat Matt, have been completely screwed over by the government down there on some, funds that come their way, and it's at Christmas and whatnot. So that really sucks. So we'll be shilling out the Shills PayPal donation link, and because if we do it through Super Chats, we're not going to get the damn cash till after Christmas. So we figured this out last night. So we're going to be shilling out the Shills PayPal link, and any and all monies that go through that go right to Aimee and Matt to make sure Christmas kicks ass. And all super chats go to them as well. But you're way better off if you want to contribute to doing it through the PayPal donation link, because then we can get it to them on fucking time. So that's the deal here. I'm going to dig the link up. We'll get shilling it in here. We kind of fucked that up in the announcement. It's in the beginning, but we got it now. We're good.
Yeah, I've also been shilling Aimee's direct PayPal link as well.
Yeah, we'll put that in, because then that's just, one less step for me to bother logging in and send it over. So that works well. Yeah. So yeah, the mods will be shilling the link, and it's, the Christmas fund, we'll call it, or something, right? So you know what it's all about. So should I play a bit more of the stupid then?
Let's.
Oh, everybody's so eager. Here it comes.
And I'm going to choose 2 celestial bodies to take my angle measurements to. That being this one and this one. So GP is the geographical position of that celestial body above the Earth at that particular time. So this one, reading from the Nautical Almanac, tells me that the radius of the circle I need to draw is 2,000 miles. This one, the almanac tells me I need to draw a 2,500 mile radius circle. And wherever those two circles cross is a possible location that we are on the Earth.
Oh, God.
So it could either be here or it could be here. If we wanted to determine exactly which one of those it was, we would draw a third, hence triangulation. And the circle would either cross this one or it will cross this one. But we're just going to do 2 on this occasion. And we're going to say that we know where we are, we know we're not on this one, we know we're on this one, because we started out in Greenland, let's say, and now we're halfway between Greenland and Iceland. All fine and dandy, we've located our position. But what happens if we want to put this back onto the globe? After all, it absolutely must work on a globe, if that's what we live on. So here, I have again wrapped the Mercator projection with the circles of equal altitude back around the globe. So, we're reverse engineering it here. And as expected, we've got some teardrop shapes going on. So, I've gone ahead and drawn the celestial objects in AutoCAD. They're obviously not to scale, they're just to give us some angles to work with. So you've got one here right above this GP point, and then one here right above this GP point. Okay, so from the crossing point here, I've drawn a line up to the celestial object. And I've drawn an arc following the surface of the Earth from the GP position to the point where they cross. Now, if you remember earlier, this circle when we drew it on the Mercator projection, was 2,000 miles in radius. So let's just go and interrogate this arc and see what the arc length is now. And luckily we can do that by clicking. You can see it's highlighted the arc. We scroll down here to the properties, and the arc length is 1,750 miles. So quite significantly shorter than the 2,000 miles that it was drawn on the Mercator projection. So let's go and have a look at the other arc. So selecting the arc, scroll down, arc length 1,415 miles, so even shorter. So almost.
Shut up, Meg.
Loki.
Wonder why those distances don't match? It's because the geometry doesn't freaking match for a flat Earth. Every time any of us have ever tried to model, GP or anything for flat Earth, none of the angles match. So of course the distances don't match. So yeah, I'm really wondering if this guy's a Poe, because it's not like it hasn't been said before.
I mean, a good German Truce actually made a good comment actually as well, was that if you use nautical miles, you've got to accept that it's a globe, right? Because if you look at what a nautical mile is, it says historically was defined as a meridian of arc length corresponding to 1 minute of latitude.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a globe to use nautical miles to begin with.
Exactly.
That's the thing, but yeah.
Oh, there's the applause. We better get Aimee in.
Yes, please. This is from Godless Scummer for £2 says, for the wonderful Aimee. Oh, thank you so much, Godless. I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Good shout, buddy. Good shout. Oh, we also have a special TikTok submission from Godless Scummer that we will be showing tonight. And none of you know it yet. It's a secret. I haven't shown anybody. And it's funny. It's, oh my God, I'm going to blow your mind. It's funny. But we'll do that after, because we still have to listen to this fucking idiot for a few more. Now, the vote's looking pretty good, but I think we could do better. So I'm going to get my vote in. I forgot how to vote. Got to do exclamation point, right? There we go. All right. And anybody else want to attack this before we play a little more? Okay, then. Here it comes.
600
You had your
miles
chance. You
shorter
fucking blew
than
it.
the circle radius that we drew on the Mercator projection. So I keep saying that if we're living on a globe, then the geometry should also work on a globe. And I think it's a misconception that people have, is that a circle of equal altitude on the globe will actually look like this. However, in reality, the red teardrop shapes shown here are directly interpolated from the flat Mercator projection. And if you look at the locations that these red lines pass through on the Earth, you look at the continents and the land features, you'll see that matches exactly the circles on the Mercator projection map. So there's absolutely no possible way you can triangulate your position on a globe that has been transposed from a flat Mercator map. So this then begs the question, why are we even drawing circles on the Mercator projection? A circle just seems arbitrary, considering it translates to a non-symmetrical shape on a globe with no common radius value. If we are truly living on a globe, then we need to be able to triangulate our position on a globe, and it just doesn't work. The reason we use a flat map, works every time, and has done for the last couple of 100 years, is because the Earth is flat.
No.
Okay,
well, except
to
that you have to
touch
ignore
on
all
what
the
the guys over at Flat Earth Debate have been saying, we're going to use the exact same examples of the GP positions here. I'm going to look at it from an orthographic view. Okay, if we're standing here on the Earth, this is the angle
Oh, it's
of the
getting
celestial
worse.
body. Let's take a line from our position, representing the horizon. The angle formed here.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Oh, it's getting worse. Oh, thank God.
Oh, hold on. Let me bring it right back in. Hold on. Oh, that's even better.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, just as I push pause, Jin posts in the green room. That's the gong, baby, and I was like, "Ah, fuck! I just hit pause. Damn it, it fucked it all up." But anyway, we got rid of the asshole. So, Loki,
it's so.
Want to take the start here?
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny that, he's going about, well, this is how navigators have done it for centuries and stuff like that. But he completely ignores the fact that almost every single calculation and table used is based on a globe. Your dip calculation, that's for a globe.
Yeah.
Your refractive correction table, that presupposes a globe with an atmosphere. Parallax, all that. All the calculations presuppose a globe. So if navigators have been using globe maths for centuries and getting where they need to go, then it's a globe.
Well, except for the fellows of the Crimson Permanent Assurance. It didn't work out well for them. But otherwise, yeah, absolutely.
Is anybody, I take it most people, or has anybody seen Wolfie 6020's video? He's basically put a challenge down, though, is that and I think a few people have mentioned it before, but he's put up, I think, $500, is it, or something, or $50? No, $500, I think it is. That, if you coming up with all these theories, now let's see your sextant and prove where you are on the flat Earth with the sextant.
Ooh, good one.
That's checkmate, isn't it? Because they're not going to be able to find the coordinate system on a flat Earth, because the flat Earth doesn't have a coordinate system. It doesn't
have a map.
It doesn't have a map. So it's checkmate, isn't it? I mean, not one of them. I'm sure not one of them has got a sextant or even tried to use a sextant. Not one of them.
It's not that hard.
I'm sure. Surely there is a flat Earth map, and it's the special map they keep at Admiralty House that only the real top brass sailors get to look at.
Yeah, that's it. So it's kind of like flat Earth as well. If you're gonna come up with all these C's and keep saying that the sextant is proof of flat Earth, then show us the results of the sextant working on the flat Earth. Otherwise it's meaningless.
I saw Wolfie 6020's challenge, and over 4 months ago, I challenged Oakley and his crew to even do a location fix while presupposing a flat Earth.
Right.
Crickets. Well, except for being banned and blocked and hidden.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I think everybody needs to start doing it now. That if you see anybody in Discord or in voice or text somewhere, or you're on the chat on somebody's live stream, they start talking about the sextant, then say to them, let's see your sextant and let's see you proving the results of where you are and locating you where you are using a sextant on the flat Earth.
If you go around in chats asking for people to show them their sextants, you're going to be put on a list.
You show me yours and I show you mine. Yeah. It's just I think we've all got to start doing it now, because I think it's time this sextant nonsense is put to bed, because I think that's the only way it's going to be put to bed, is show us you using a sextant on the flat Earth. That's the only way.
I mean, if I can take a cheap little toy sextant, like the ones that they sell for like $10-15 on eBay, they're stupid little brass ones.
Right.
If I can get an accurate location with one of those, which I have, there's no excuse why they haven't been able to do this.
Yeah.
None.
Oh, you put that on Twitter, I think, didn't you? Was it on Twitter or was it somewhere? I don't know. I can't remember.
No, it's over on my server where I've been doing readings with it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's where I saw it. I thought I saw it.
It's also on his Amazon recent purchases.
Yeah.
You can also check that out. Oops.
So I encourage everybody to start challenging them now. If anybody here is starting talking about the sextant, that it's a flat Earth, and say, okay, show us the sextant on a flat Earth. Then come on, Let's do it. And eventually it's just going to go away, because if we don't do that, then it's just going to still hover around for months and months and months and months. And people like people like Australian Mitch are just going to keep banging on about it. But if you keep challenging him, eventually he's just going to shut the fuck up.
I like the idea of a full-on challenge where you have two people on a yacht at some island base somewhere, and they have to get somewhere else. One flat earther with all their own flat earth calculations and methods that they use, which they have to log and, prove that they use those. And a normal person on another yacht, just using, the real way, the proper way.
The proper way.
And see who gets to the destination.
Well, I think the big gaping hole is how all these, flat earth sextant guys are completely ignoring the nautical almanac and the calculations, but yet say that navigators have been doing it for centuries, all while using the calculations and the almanac.
And the almanac, yeah. And the almanac is all based on a globe. All of it.
Yeah.
Every single bit of it.
and none of their followers pick up on this.
It's catch-22, isn't it? Really, it's ridiculous. I just don't understand why they're still going on about it. It's just crazy.
The funny thing is how a lot of the flat earth community will take it at face value and just go, yep, there you go, correct. They don't look into it or at all. And as soon as they find words and phrases and stuff that they can't quite understand, they just go, bullocks or whatever, and fucking move on. But the reality is this stuff isn't actually that hard to learn if you want to just simply go and find it. And the moron boy there that was showing us his whole yada, yada, yada would instantly know he's fucking wrong. Well, not instant, but I mean, Loki, you could probably figure it out inside of an hour, right? With actual data.
Let's see. I got it to work on a flat earth in about 10-15 minutes, and that's after I rewrote the correction tables.
There you go.
As far as actually using a sextant and plotting my location, yeah, that's only a couple minutes. It's not that hard. I mean,
there you go.
Use of a sextant for celestial navigation. If you go through the Institute of Navigation, they put out a 7th grade course on this. So a grade school level course will get you an accurate position if you do it right.
Oh damn! Now I'm going to have to learn. I'm going to have to buy like a really cheap sextant and learn this then, because I understood the fundamentals of it, but because I haven't used a sextant or even touched a sextant for that matter, I was kind of like, no, I don't think I could do this. But yeah, it doesn't sound that difficult then, after all.
Yeah, I mean, if I can ever get my hands on a proper sextant, I will take the toy that I've been using and actually give it to a flat earther and go, here, find your location. But you can't use globe maths.
I wonder if on Thingiverse there wouldn't be a 3D printable sextant that works pretty damn well.
Yeah, but I'd have to buy a 3D printer. It'd be cheaper to buy a sextant.
Yeah. I've got one dismantled. I just have to get a new extruder for it. So close. We'll have to talk about this. Could be fun. So here, I'll dig into the vault here again, and I've got one that I'm pretty sure should be the next video, and it is stars are not what we have been told they are.
Oh, yeah.
Well, before you get there, while you're talking about 3D printers, Dick, there is a superb model out there you can print, which is a digital clock. It's basically takes the sun rays and through the mechanism, it's just beautifully designed. It will project the time on the ground in a digital format, and so
very cool.
That can only work because the Earth is a globe.
There you go. Good point. I'm gonna have to look for that one. That sounds awesome. So, do you guys want to find out what stars really are?
Oh, go on then.
Right, here we go.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, Using
Oh,
a
dear
P1000.
God.
Oh, fuck no.
P1000. You can tell straight away. I think I've seen this before.
That sounds like a copyright claim in waiting here. Hold on. I'm going to bring that down just to make sure. Oh, is there talking? No, it's just,
There you go, P1000.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
The most advanced zoom in the world. Yeah, with a sensor the size of a fucking half a postage stamp. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so what you're getting is a mixture of a pretty poor sensor on a camera. It's got a good zoom, the P1000, but the sensor on it is pretty bad. And then added on top of that, atmospheric conditions is just going to produce that effect. If you're going to zoom in right into something, like a star or whatever it is you zoom in into, that's the effect you're going to get. Same with some of the planets as well.
You'll get the same effect focusing on a fucking lamppost at the end of the street.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Oh no, I've faked footage like this using an LED light in my room with a space heater right next to it. And
really?
And when Thompson's Facebook group was still around, I used to submit it under an alias. In fact, if
Aimee.
you dig through,
Oh dear.
Oh, sorry guys. Amy's waiting there.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. This is what he's doing is he is focusing in on that, but of course, being purposefully zoomed in too far, and a lot of the times you can deliberately have it out of focus just slightly, and it'll do that as well. I used to be able to do that with my not even with a digital camera. You can do that with like my old Pentax K1000 I used to be able to do that. So
I had to pause it. I had to pause it right here. Look at the screen.
What do you see? What?
What?
As an ocean sea.
Yeah, and it's colored blue to give you the hint that that's not a typo.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
It's very interesting that you can go on any astronomy forums, and not a single one of these people on the astronomy forums are talking about this. Not a single one.
Of course not. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
and
myself.
if you talk to Nikon directly about this, Nikon will tell you a P1000 will not focus on a star.
Of course not.
Straight out.
Yeah.
Of course not.
And
Exactly.
I've got a 6-inch Celestron Newtonian, and I've got a couple of Barlows and a bunch of eyepieces and yada, yada, yada. And I can tell you that that's just not what a star looks like when you do it properly. That's just not.
Right.
And in some of these, I could actually tell you just by looking at the diffraction rings, counting the number of rings, I could tell you exactly how far out of focus the camera is.
Yeah, you're right, because
Exactly.
that's the same kind of thing when I need to align the scope and get it all right with my Newtonian, right? I used a little, you can use the eyepiece with the little hole, and you need that to do it, right? I've got a laser collimator now, so it's a lot, simpler. But I mean, if like Loki here is, very experienced with telescopes and whatnot, and this is just ignorance on display.
And I think a lot of these guys do this purposefully. I think it's done deliberately and purposefully. Oh, look. Because damn well if you have the correct equipment, it's not going to look like that.
Yeah.
That's why I think a lot of these people are pose.
It's idiot
quite a
bait.
few.
It's as simple as that. It's idiot bait. Look at the pretty pictures.
Yeah, it's kind of like putting an audio CD in an old Sega CD back in the day and looking at the visualizer or whatever. That's pretty much what we're doing right now. Pretty pictures.
Pretty jellyfish.
Hey, maybe that's it, Amy. Stars are actually jellyfish. They just move really slowly.
Ooh, that's it right there. They just sit there and look pretty. There we go.
Wow, that zoom in was so dramatic. It was like, look.
I know.
know?
Look how terrible that is too. Even the yeah, you can really tell that one's out of focus.
For God's sake.
And also by looking at this, if you know optics enough, you can actually determine what the optical flaws are by how it renders everything.
Ah. It looks like a poor attempt at making like a sci-fi wormhole effect or something. You know, it's funny. I think Doctor Strange was a little drunk that day. It didn't come out right.
Yeah. The colors are beautiful. And you know, you can even do that with your like your windshield in your car on a rainy day.
Oh yeah.
And you shine a light through, you know, from the side through those drops, and it'll do a lot like that too. It'll look like that, especially as you're going down the highway, or even just lights on the highway will do it. You know, you're going down the highway and it'll shimmer like that.
There's even a flat earther that uses a P1000 that essentially got pretty much ostracized by the flat earth community because he put a series of videos out on why these are out of focus, how to focus your P1000, and to stop putting out these stupid out of focus stars as proof.
That's awesome.
That's brilliant.
This is almost over here. I'm gonna gong the son of a bitch. There's only 5 seconds. Fuck him. Well, that was a waste of everyone's time and electricity and so on.
Now, Ugly German Truths asked in the comments, does a P1000 have a hexagonal shutter? Actually, it doesn't. But what it does have is a hexagonal aperture. And that's, so if you've seen some of these fake star and fake sun, whatever stuff, and you've seen it where it's got 6 points to it, that's because the aperture stopped down.
Ah. Getting bokeh.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah. Now, talking about bokeh, you can put bokeh masks on front of your lenses and make those stars look like smiley faces, middle fingers, all kinds of shit. Just by shooting a light out of focus.
Cool. My knowledge of how cameras really work and stuff is very, very slim. But I've taken pictures with some pretty decent zoom lenses, and I have a telescope, and I definitely know the difference. And that kind of stuff is just dumb. I mean, seriously, it's dumb. You can put yourself in a position where you can take that P1000 and try to zoom in on something that's just, lit up like that and very small and get these effects terrestrially. Come on. Seriously. What the fuck?
Like a boat at night over the horizon. That's pretty rough stuff, So anybody want to wrap up on that? Where are we here? Aimee.
Yes, please. We had a good comment in the chat from our Gary IOW. He says, out of focus highlights take on the shape of the aperture. Mirror lenses, catadioptrics produce donut shapes out of focus highlights there. So he's right. And it's that's exactly what was going on there, I bet.
Yeah, that's a good comment. Good.
Thank you. Yeah. Gary's
by the way, when you
space donuts.
Yeah, by the way, when you say Gary IOW, IOW actually stands for Isle of Wight.
Isle of Wight.
You knew that.
Yeah, I know. It's just easier to abbreviate.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's all right. I just wasn't sure whether everybody actually knew or not. Isle of Wight is a beautiful little island off the south coast of England. Really nice.
Is it easier to say IOW than Isle of Wight?
I don't know. Is it? It's just about the same, isn't it?
Debate.
Hey,
whatever.
3 syllables. 3 syllables is 3 syllables. Who cares, right?
Yeah,
it's like www. It's easy to say World Wide Web. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, sorry. I'll shut up now.
Ah. So, we've got Flat Earth Nugget presents my 4th pseudoscience typing pilot encounter.
What?
I only read it. I didn't write it.
Don't shoot in the messenger. Is that our only choice? Do we have a choice in this, or is this our only choice?
Okay, no, I'll give you a choice. Okay. What the hell? We've got Calvin's Flat Earth Speech. And we've got Flat Earth Firmament, Realization Acceptance, Wind Speed Comparisons.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing.
What was the first one again?
The Flat Earth Nugget, my 4th pseudoscience typing pilot encounter. What?
I don't even know what that fuck's supposed to even fucking mean. It might have to be that one just to find out what he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with that then.
Typing pilot encounter.
Yeah, I don't get it because I think you have to do more than type to fly a plane, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. No.
He's using Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, again.
No, I'm thinking Microsoft Encarta, like 97 or something, and he's wondering why it won't take off. Okay, here's a fuck nugget. Let's bring him in. This should be funny.
He sits enthroned above the circle of the earth.
What?
When I write that this is fun, it's because y'all are easy to beat because you're stupid.
Oh, God.
Here we have yet another pilot. If he's not a pilot, damn. Maybe he's obsessed with being a pilot, so he has this as his profile picture. If he is a pilot, this is going to be fun. Now, apparently, I don't know if he took this picture, but he's posting it with this post. Now, if he's a pilot, then you have the ability.
I mean, does he not know that you can be anything you fucking want on the internet? I mean, literally anything. Just because somebody's posted something on the internet and has got a profile picture of wearing a pilot, which actually looks like a helicopter pilot, does that mean he's a pilot? It proves nothing.
No, it proves that he knows how to find a picture of somebody in a fucking helmet and put it on the screen, for God's sakes.
Exactly. I mean, like, what is this proving exactly? I mean, I hope he does, like, at least tell him, who he is, what he's qualified in, and show us his qualifications and things like that. Because at the moment, we could just say, we don't know fucking whether it's just pretending to be a pilot. We don't know.
Exactly.
It's meaningless. Absolutely meaningless.
Yep. Aimee.
Thank you. Yes, we've got So Fucking Sleepy for $2 American. Says makes me smile inside when they think they nailed it. Thank you so much. That's
good
brilliant.
One. Yeah, this is definitely some arrogance here. I mean, shit. Anybody could just make some fucking profile and send it to some idiot like this, and he's just gonna instantly go, yeah, there we go, I got one. It's Nathan in the fucking duck suit all over again,
right?
Just so eager to have somebody confirm their fucking nonsensical belief that he's like, yeah, here we go. Should I bring it in then?
Yep.
Damn. Come on, vote.
Like other pilots. Not going to say any names. Pretty sensitive right now. Teddy bears. You have the ability to go up and show this. Now, if you are a pilot and you took this picture probably from a runway or some sort of shit, Rob, I don't expect you to say, oh shit, sun's getting ready to rise. let me go get this plane, let me talk to my commander, wherever you are, and fly a plane up for 15 minutes, come back down.
Oh, I see.
Because I want you to see above the clouds to see if the sun is already up. This is something that you can do. Okay? But if you're not a pilot, you can't sit on flat Earth, look up and say, oh, look, the sun must, M-U-S-T, the sun must be coming from underneath the Earth because it's orange underneath.
Oh, I see.
You
Right,
have
okay.
to prove that. You have to show
And by
it.
the way, that's Earth, E-A-R-T-H, not
I'm
F.
still believe in unicorns and Santa Claus. You believe
It seems to be,
anything
it
someone
seems to be
would
interesting
say,
in spelling.
or what's a visualization would look like. It must be coming from under the earth because look, you know how long, 2 years, has been arguing that shit without nobody showing evidence. Rob,
What?
you're a pilot. Maybe it must be coming from under the earth. Ha 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 ha. Flat turds.
What the
You
hell?
space cadets are just sitting here looking at stuff and going, oh, look. Show me a video.
Okay, hold on.
Shut up,
Yeah.
Meg.
What's he doing?
Yeah, seriously, right? And I'm sorry, but I can clearly see that those clouds are being lit from the bottom, you fucking nincompoop. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Look!
Yeah, I mean, oh God, I'm speechless. I've lost my words.
I need alcohol. I'll be right back. Carry the chat there, fellow babies. One sec.
Sure, yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. You can clearly see that those clouds are lit from underneath. It's a beautiful picture. It's, sunsets are great, to show clouds lit from underneath because I see them too.
The thing is,
But boy-
he's basically asking this pilot now to essentially take off and let's see a video of you taking off and seeing the sun above the clouds, right? But the thing is,
Right.
what does that actually prove? Okay,
Right.
he could probably do that. I mean, he could take another photograph, but what you're just going to move the goalposts and say something else. God knows
that's
what,
it.
but I mean, I don't really understand what he's actually asking here. What he's trying to prove. So far, just nothing.
Well, that's exactly it.
What's his point?
I just think he just wants to scoff and just be an arrogant jerk, which he's doing very well at.
Yeah.
He's very good at that.
Yeah.
Yes, he is, isn't he? He's just very good at that. And
Gold star.
so, but as far as proving anything, I think he's trying to go for the perspective angle. Well, see, the sun really isn't, shining underneath the clouds. I think that's what he's trying to go for. It's flat,
And he keeps saying the sun's underneath the earth. No, nobody said it's underneath the earth. What do you mean underneath the earth? What does
never
that
does
actually
that.
mean, underneath the earth?
Well, it's like if you sweep things under the rug, I guess, isn't it? It's just like that.
or like the cat knocks something off the table or something like that.
Wow.
It comes back to this.
That's how they and them do nighttime. They just tuck the sun underneath the earth every night. Personally,
And put it all nunny. That's right. I've got something here too from Ugly German Trues, which is really good. He says, let's humor his argument that the red underside can come from the sun being at just a low angle, not actually below the curve. But take a ship on the high seas where no obstacle is in the way. I think there's more to it. It still would start to be its shadow at the lowest point first and lighten at the top to the last. That is clearly a pattern only possible on the globe. Thank you so much, Ugly German Trues. That was a good one. And also from So Fucking Sleepy, I love that name. All these years and they can't figure out why it gets dark when the sun goes out or why it gets quote unquote cold in the winter. That's true. Thank you both.
Awesome. I'm hearing that we're only one vote away. So I'm going to push play right now and we're going to get this fucking thing killed. Here it comes.
of water sitting on a ball without pouring off. That's something to look at, Rob. Look at that.
A ball?
Oh, you don't have personal fucking gravity to...
Oh, shut up.
Thank God.
Up your nose with a rubber hose, motherfucker.
Top marks for arrogance, very, very low marks for enunciation.
Oh, yeah. Earth.
Now, I'm not a pilot and I can't do them maths and stuff like you smart people, but I know more than
I can't
but the
word
earth
with
is
your
flat.
pretty mouth.
But the earth is flat.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
That's fun.
We had...
So
I was just going to say, I was on Ranty's Discord, and I think he was live streaming it, although I didn't realize he was. And Gary Rubanga was there.
Yes.
We were talking about, you were there, weren't you, Amy? And he was going on about the sun and why it disappears from the bottom upwards. And he was, I don't know what he was actually trying to say, but basically he's saying that the reason why everything always disappears from the bottom upwards from distance, right? And the reason being is because your eyes can't reconcile the shape or something. What was he saying? I can't even remember what he was saying because it made absolutely no sense. But then I challenged him. I said, well, okay, well, why is it then? Because I used to live near an airport. It's called Eastleigh Airport. It used to be called Eastleigh Airport. It was not called Southampton Airport many years ago. And I used to live near the flight path. So I used to watch planes going along the flight path, either taking off or coming into land with my binoculars. And I do not remember any of those aircraft disappearing from the bottom upwards at any time. So I said, well, okay, well, show me in another time that it's an object that's not on the horizon disappearing from distance from the bottom upwards. Show me a video of some sort. And of course, he's got no answer at all. Come with the whole
And I've been to strip clubs and I've seen clothes disappear from the top down. So,
well, it's the whole thing with the boats. You know, it's the whole thing with the boats. I've always said, we got a member message there that we should get Amy in for.
Yes, please, from Godless Scummer. He says, hey, my local airport. Very nice. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
cool. Right on. Right on. Sorry there, Matt.
Nice.
Go ahead, buddy.
No, that's it. That's it. That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where was I going now? I got so distracted with that.
Keep talking, Matt, until Dick catches up. Keep going. We want encore.
Yeah.
Encore. We want more.
Yeah.
More. Keep going.
I don't know what else to say. There you go. You've said it all now. There you go.
Oh,
yeah, I lost myself there. Fuck, it's gone. I don't know.
It's old age. That's what it is.
It's yeah, you're not wrong. But that whole thing, I mean, wasn't that just gullibility on display?
I don't know what it was on display. Something was on display. I don't know.
I mean, you're looking at a picture of clouds being lit from the ground and arguing that you can't see them that way. How the fuck does that even come out of a human being's mouth?
God knows.
Yeah, me either. Fuck. I don't know. Well, that one's gone. Let's look in the pile and see what we got. Anybody else want to chime in? There's not a lot to say to that fucking idiot, is there?
No. Everything's been said.
I was the only thing I would say. I was quite mistaken at the beginning because I was a little bit confused. I thought he's basically presenting a flat Earth pilot. I thought that's what he was trying to do, but I didn't realize until I actually read the comment what that guy was actually saying. So who knows? Maybe he is a pilot. Who knows?
Yeah, I didn't get that 100% either. Like, I thought he was saying that he hooked up with a pilot that was calling flat Earth, and it just didn't,
That's what I thought at the start. Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think he knows what he's saying. So, Amy.
I doubt it too. Yeah. Martin H had a great comment. He says, I reckon he's talking about how you can see the underside of a plane overhead, but then that bottom can't be seen as it flies away. That's the only sense I can make out of his claim. And I agree. It's like, we have no idea what he's claiming.
Stupid.
Yes,
That's not a bad shout, Martin. That's not a bad shout, because otherwise, I mean, it's literally just pissing in the fucking wind, facing the wrong direction, no less.
Right. So good insight on that, Martin. Thank you.
Yeah.
That'll be the next claim. Pissing into the wind proves the earth is flat. I guarantee it.
Well, we all know they like to drink it. Some of them do. So
allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. And there are some who openly admit that. In Jem's Discord, Pete Shea is one that also drinks his pee-pee. Ew.
That's some fucked up shit, man.
That's gross.
Yeah.
So,
don't
is his nickname PPP or something?
Yeah, we all call him that. PPP. Yeah. He's gross.
Oh, wow. Shea, yeah, he's not a million miles away from me as well, which is a bit scary. Well,
yes.
A bit worrying. Not scary, but worrying. Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't worry, Matt. Intellectually, he's just on another galaxy, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. So what's next, Dick?
All right, here, let me check it out. I was just looking for a little video I've got tucked away here. I haven't played in a while. I'll get it after here, but it's perfect for the allegedly conversation, so I will get it up. So here, get it up. Wrong thing to say. Anyway, here we go. We've got death of a curved adjacent. We've got the wind speed comparisons, flat Earth firmament.
Yeah, that's the one I was intrigued with a little while ago. I was intrigued with that wind speeds and firmament. What do you think, guys?
Well, here's one more. Proof floating in space is used to trick the general public.
That one.
Trapeze wires, CGI.
Yeah, here it comes for sure. Yeah. I think it's Amy's turn.
It actually is. Thank you very much. We've got 5 pounds from Godless Scummer. Says, does a Flurf social gathering involve urine tasting nights? I think I feel ill now.
I'm like, yes, we're the finest wine cups.
That's quite lovely.
The object. It's not just a tasting, though. It's not just a tasting. It's a game. You have to guess whose urine it is.
It's fun for everyone. It's fun.
I would guess Dave right away, but hey. So what should I do here? Okay, so we've got floating in space is used to trick people because whoever made this video is stupid. So there we go. I'm guessing this is going to be very rough and very tough, but probably worth holding off on the gong just for a little bit. Let's just see how this goes.
It's going to be the same old shit.
How's it going up there? Just to feed your mind. And so,
no, it's not.
Most people are easily fooled by this whole outer space thing. Is basically all the television networks has to do is show you video of people floating around, and they're like, the general public is like, oh, that's outer space.
No.
They link floating around with outer space, but technically not even the ISS is able to achieve that effect. So your average person thinks you go up a certain, you go up super high in the sky, then all of a sudden you're going to just start floating. And that has never been done in the history of mankind, because even on the ISS, if you believe in their ISS thing, if you look...
Amy.
I love that stupid goat. Yes, please. Thank you. We've got Renee and me for $5 American. Says, so is the bathroom down the hall to the right or to the left? Alcohol memory labs. Thank you so much.
Just remember, if you're contributing to the tasting, use the funnel. If you're not, use the urinal. Make your choice appropriate.
Not on the floor, please.
Yeah.
And the urinal's got those special ice blocks in them that never melt.
Yeah. The fuck are those things? Yeah.
It's definitely not candy. I was tricked. It's not candy.
Oh, wait, have you tested it, Mallory? Have you?
Yeah,
what
somebody
you
said it
doing in
was
the-
free candy. But
What are you
It
doing
was
in the
not.
urinals?
It
well,
was
somebody said to somebody told me, was like, "Hey, you want some free candy? Follow me." And I followed. I'll do anything for candy, it seems.
I'll remember.
Here, there's a meme coming.
Fuck the
Yeah,
meme. There's
we're
a
gonna have
fucking
to get-
video coming. Fuck that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a special little Easter egg or something for that. Speaking of which, should we bring in the Pratt one? Here, let's do the Pratt one.
I had a fuck stick Howard clown.
There we go. I just had to do that.
That's
Shut up,
perfect,
Brad.
especially with that expression.
Oh, well, should we play a bit more then? I mean, he hasn't quite made a complete fool of himself yet. It's close though, All right. Here we go.
Into the science about how the ISS operates, is basically in a free fall. So it's this orbit that they're saying is constantly free falling. And so the people on the ISS would be experiencing a simulated 0G, not actual 0G. So the ISS would be way higher than these celebrities are claiming to go. But
Celebrities?
People turn on the TV, they see these clips of William Shatner and Bezos and whoever else, Virgin Galactic and all these people going up there, and when they float around, it automatically clicks in their head, oh, outer space. But no, it's basically they're just in a free fall. They're
Shut up.
They're going up only.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. I mean, for fuck's sake, he's talking about all these celebrities, He's basically talking about stuff that hits the news. Okay,
yeah.
William going to space. That's pretty good news. Bezos going to space. Yeah, that's pretty good news. Branson going into space. Yeah, that's newsworthy. There are shitloads of hours of work done in, around, outside of the ISS. Hours and hours of it. Not a single moment of that ever reaches the news. The news, I don't understand this. They keep going on about how the media is forcing this down us. The fucking news doesn't cover an ounce of shit that's happening in space technology at the minute. You have to know where to go and find it and look.
Yes.
You have to dig it out. It's not forced down our throats, you fucking idiot.
No, but aside from
100% correct, yeah, I couldn't agree.
Yeah, aside from this celebrity stuff, as he says, the only news that the general public hears is, oh, Webb was delayed again, but the launch is coming soon. That's pretty much the only one we hear because, it keeps getting delayed. But I'd rather have it delayed and work.
But that doesn't hit mainstream news.
No,
that's in the bottom column somewhere. You got to go and find it on the science,
true enough,
technology page.
Because I can guarantee you as well on the general the general media. Like for instance, the ISS has had new solar panels, and they lots of EVAs to put those up. Just recently, been doing more EVAs to actually put some more new antennas and all the rest of it. None of that was in the general media. None of it.
Yeah,
it's on the like space.com and little sites like that, but none of it was. So yeah, absolutely right. We only see a tiny fraction of it on the news, and so space tourism is just a very, 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 very small part of it. There's tons more going on. There's loads of different probes being launched for all kinds of different things to go to, to impact in asteroids and, tons and tons of things. Yeah, absolutely right, DKG. 100% correct.
Hooray, I was right.
Yay!
Put the flag up.
Oh, that we know whose turn it is now, don't we?
Yes, we do, please. We've got the first one I think somebody's running through the kitchen now. Have a seat. Want to read that for mommy?
Got the scummer for £5 set. I still maintain that we should have all dressed as characters from Planet of the Apes when Benzos returned from space.
Good idea.
Pineapple under the sea. Godless scummer! Shut up.
That was good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you.
Oh, wouldn't that be great though? Everybody crowded around Bezos in fucking Planet of the Apes costumes and whatnot. That would have been amazing. Oh man.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, I want the next Dragon crew to be washed up onto a beach and they all get out and there's a wonky Statue of Liberty buried in the sand.
Yeah.
God damn you all to hell!
Loki.
One of the things I want to point out with this video and what he's saying is apparently he failed just general basic physics because in an enclosed environment, free fall, microgravity, and zero G behave the same.
Right.
You're not going to notice any difference.
Failed science. I doubt he fucking passed home education.
But what he actually said, what he actually physically said was correct. Things that are orbiting the Earth are essentially in permanent, perpetual free fall.
True, right? But he means the vomit comet. He does not mean
Yeah, exactly. So he's correct in a way, but he's conflating the two. But essentially, microgravity and zero G. There are kind of different, but they do behave exactly what Lukovic just said. They do behave in the same way. But
well, it's akin to you can use Newton's equations for gravity, and they work great. But then you can understand why gravity is what it is by Einstein. But, the still two work together. No problem. No problem.
Yeah. Unless you're actually well away from absolutely everything in space, which is almost impossible, you're always going to be under the influence of gravity in some capacity or to one level or another. You know what I mean? So
Lagrange points, Matt. Lagrange points.
What about Lagrange points?
They're the points in space where there's no gravitational pull because...
Well, there is. It's just that
it's all negated.
It's negated. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're still even with the Lagrange points, you're still actually orbiting the Lagrange point.
Yeah, that's right.
It sounds a bit strange, but you're still under the influence of gravity, one way or the other, even at Lagrange points, all of them. It's just that it doesn't pull you one way or the other at the different Lagrange points. I think I'm not really that up with the Lagrange points and the science behind it, but that's basically the nuts of it.
No, it's got a foreign name. Let's ignore that. It's got a good
bloody
British
French.
We're not interested in that.
Yeah, bloody French.
No.
Hey.
Bloody Issa.
You
got two that are about to go at you here. Yep, here they go.
Yes, Mallory and I are going to get you.
Yep.
You see, it's the British and the French don't like each other. It's traditional to hate each other. So we're allowed. We're British, so it's okay.
Yeah, but these two
are not French. They're French speaking, so they don't. They're different.
They're North American French, so they don't count in that whole surrender monkey gags and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, they're fucking garlic eating fucking surrender monkey.
And I'm no wimp either. I'll kick your butt.
Remember Agincourt.
I got $10 on Aimee winning this fight. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, we got longbows. Come on, Aimee, bring it on.
I got $50 on Aimee.
DKG, I'm actually thinking of going down the Channel Tunnel with a lorry full of bricks, bricking up the Channel Tunnel. Do you want to join me?
I'm just going to call my mates in the Medieval Society. We'll all go down with longbows. Show them how it's done.
Yeah.
Hey, where were we?
Bloody French.
Well,
Kicking your butt
yeah. We
gravity, so I'm gonna kick your butt because I can just go right, go right through everybody's legs and come get you.
Oh, Jerry.
Nobody's balls will be safe when Amy's loose.
Yeah, if she gives you an uppercut, you're gonna lose your nutsack. So let's just leave it at that and fucking bring the video back in.
Exactly.
She's apparently what I've heard about Amy is she's got one of those bites that is so strong. The only way you can get her to release her jaw is by sticking her finger. Oh, no, we won't go there.
Don't start.
It's what I've heard.
Okay, well, I guess tonight just turned into pub chat. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Play the video. Play the video.
Press play.
Just play.
All right, here we go. Stupid coming your way.
In the air, and then when their device, when the vehicle they're in drops, they experience simulated 0G. And then that's the clip that all these news programmers want to show people, is that these people achieved a certain height where they're all of a sudden floating. And that clicks in the average person's brain that these people are in outer space when they see the floating effect. But no, the floating effect has not ever been proven. Like, nobody has ever gone to a certain height above the earth and just started floating. Because even, like I said, on the ISS, if you look into the science about how that operates.
Hold on.
And if you want to believe what they're saying.
Go ahead, buddy.
What do you mean? Like, the floating effect has never been proven? I mean, what the fuck is he talking about? I mean, what does he want to prove to it? You know, there's tons of videos of the ISS, including several videos of doing full tours of them floating through doorways and hatchways and all kinds of different things. So, what does he want to prove the floating effect? Exactly.
I think he's got confused between space and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and floaty fizzy drink.
The floating effect comes from Herbie the Love Bug when he takes a big jump and just floats for a couple of seconds. I think that's what's going on there.
I mean, is this a fucking 10-year-old speaking in this video or something?
Well,
like that? Because
maybe
he's got about the maturity and the intellect of a fucking 10-year-old.
We should take him into a very, very large elevator and cut the cables, and then he can experience it himself.
Experience the floating effect. Yeah.
I'm floating. I'm floating.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but you know what? That idiot would be dumb enough to believe if he just timed his jump at the fucking bottom, he'd be fine.
Floating effect has never been proven.
That doesn't work, Dick. I've got to stop making safety posters for elevators, obviously.
But so far that's the quote of the day is the floating effect has never been proven. Oh, right, okay. Fucking hell.
Oh man. As Amy would say, I think this guy is a complete #grub muffin.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, yes, he is.
We have a grub muffin. Hold on here. Let me get my shit together.
Please.
I'm trying to get this going as fast as possible. Here we go.
I just designed a grub muffin.
Fucking God. It's huge. Okay, here we go. Here. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Amy's grub muffin. There we go.
That's nice. One steaming pile of grub muffin, that is.
Exactly. Yes, that's the grub muffin. So that whenever you hear the word grub muffin, there he is.
There you are.
I just did that just now while we were sitting here watching this dumb guy who was like, "Oh my God, this guy's terrible," and I just started drawing the grub muffin.
Right, I'm gonna grab that and send it to the art department here at DKG. We'll see what we can do about that.
we have to turn the grub muffin into a member badge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And an emoji. I need it.
Yeah, we need an emoji. Okay, we'll get that going on. Well, hell, should I bring in more of this moronicness?
If you must.
Then even then, you'll find out that they're just in a constant free fall. So the effect of floating is never really linked, has never been actually linked to being at a certain height above the Earth. And so my new video is out right now. It's called Outer Space versus the Tower of Babel. And we're going to go into how...
Oh, God, here we go.
You know,
oh my God,
permitted above a certain height above the Earth, and that's why we have all this deception and this, and they like to imply like they're in outer space, and how the general public just easily,
they like to imply
that people can achieve this certain, you know, get to this level where they're just floating around, and it's like, really, that's just not even. That's never been proven. So anyways, check out this video. I'll leave the link in the comment section and the description box. You can check it out right now. The Patreons of Feed Your Mind has helped me continue to put out these high quality videos that I take time on, and you can it's well researched.
High quality.
You know, lots of pictures in the video. It's done, you know, it's definitely a good video to check out, and I have another one on the way I'll be working on. I can't give away too much about what it's about, but you're gonna enjoy this next one coming up as well. But yeah, for now, check out Outer Space versus the Tower of Babel. Link in the comment section in the description.
Thanks. Fuck for that.
Shut the fuck up, buddy. Jesus Christ. Feed your mind. What am I supposed to feed it with? Fucking horse shit? Shut the fuck up. Anybody else want? I need a moment here.
Yeah, can I just take this real quick? We have Wodentoe just upgraded her membership to Shill Grand Master. Thank you so much. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Wodentoe.
Toad.
Yeah,
love you, honey.
Somebody's in charge now.
Probably not wrong there.
Some grub muffins.
Does that mean she gets the special cape now? The robes.
Oh, you know what? We got to put one of the muffins on Amy's desk there.
Yes, please.
Yeah, buy her wine glass. She needs a muffin. We got to get a muffin. Yeah.
So just posting a picture and talking over it for a few minutes, that's high quality videos. Damn, I'm doing this.
I know, right? I know. So yeah, post a picture of obviously the vomit comet and talk a load of shit about the floating effect not being proven.
and you've also got to record the video like you've just literally just rolled out the bed at that moment, and you haven't even had your first coffee yet. Your mind is all fuddled.
No.
You're not stringing sentences together.
No, he's just had a joint, isn't he? He's just had a bit of a puff, and he thought, yeah, you know what, I'll make a video.
A joint? Are you kidding? There's no fucking weed on the planet that can make you that stupid. That's got to be like opiates, meth, or something seriously intense, let me tell you, because there's no way marijuana makes you that fucking stupid.
I think he's just tired
I'm
out
not
after a
speaking
long
from personal experience.
So, I mean, are you suggesting that if you're stupid already, that if you smoke a joint, it's going to make you less stupid or more stupid or just the same? See what I mean? See what I'm saying?
I think I got nothing.
He's just had a joint.
Yeah. Oh dear God. What do we do with like seriously? I mean, I get it. It's funny. We have a blast doing this, but why do we enjoy it? Like there is a question there, isn't there? I mean, I hate to question ourselves, but I know some people that watch these types of shows do it because they know better and they love hearing how dumb somebody can be. There's a couple that seem to watch just because they love to be smarter than others. But us that produce the shows and do them, like for me, I know for myself, it's all about the comedy. It's all about the fun. I don't, I mean, how many times do you have to prove one of these morons wrong before it's just, you might as well just point and laugh. But why don't we go around the table quick and get the responses here? So M2M, what drives you into debunking and stuff? What is it?
Do you know what? If you really dive into it, I reckon I'm probably insecure, so it probably makes me feel more intelligent. Like you were just talking about there. But for me personally, I think it's just like you said. It's just for the laughs more than anything else. And also, secondly, it's kind of like it's sort of dispelling misinformation. I can't stand people not understanding stuff that I understand about stuff. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. It drives me crazy when I find something simple to be so confabulated by morons. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's it for me. Yeah, is like I can't. I don't want people that are kind of learning about something getting the wrong information about it, especially about stuff that I might know about. I hate that. I hate it. And that's probably the real driving force behind it, I think. Good. As well as the last. So you have fun doing it while you're doing it as well.
Damn right. I mean, especially like when we all get together doing this. Fuck, do we have some fun? Absolutely. Here, let's keep going around. So, Aimee, what's the drive? What floats your boat when it comes to debunking and stuff?
Yeah, I think it's just because where I used to scam bait before, it's just a continuation of that. It's just fighting to protect, vulnerable people, and not only vulnerable people, but anyone, because anyone can fall for, scams. They can fall for, any misinformation at all. We're seeing that now. So I think that's why I just want to try to protect people from as much misinformation as I can. And Woden Toad had a wonderful comment too that kind of follows that same thing. She goes, for her it's prep. One day she hopes to be a science communicator and she wants to know what's out there, and I think she's right. I think communication is key, and I agree with that. And I think getting into this is something that is really something that's not only entertaining, but it can be important too.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the way to learning how to help protect vulnerable populations. And so because that's where I want to end up eventually, is doing things like that. So yeah, I think it's a start in that direction too, as well. An odd start, but a start nonetheless.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, let's check in with Loki Fish. What do you think, buddy? What's the drive? What got you in here?
For me, it's like these two little guys sitting on my shoulder. The analytical mind going, wrong. And then the creative mind going, but could we make it work? And then the analytical mind looking at what they're doing going, it's still wrong. Fix it. There's that. It literally wakes me up in the middle of the night thinking about some of this stuff, going, so could I actually make this work and still prove them wrong?
Nice.
Yeah, I can appreciate that for sure. Let's check in with Mipet. Mipet, what's the attraction of the community and the scene and the participation for you?
Well, I love it. You can go anywhere and abuse people. Do you know, you get out your anger. It's fantastic, You find these idiots, and when you're in a bad mood, it's the best.
Therapy.
Exactly. Free therapy. It's bloody fantastic. And then, you get to have a laugh occasionally because they're all bloody stupid. But yeah, I find that it's very cathartic. So
I love it.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Where am I? DKG. It's your turn, buddy. What's the drive? Why are you in the scene?
Well, first off, I have to tip my hat to Mipet and her absolute pure honesty. That is a superb response, and it's a very, very good one, especially if you like messing around with flat earthers on Facebook, because you are just like insulting people and then going into Facebook fucking jail again. But you know, that's what people do. For me, now, well, you know, obviously I'm not doing videos anymore, but you know, I was doing videos because it all just seems so fucking obvious, and that's what intrigues me about, you know, a video like the one we just seen, where guys just rolled out of bed, smoked on his joint, and had a thought. And not only did he have a thought, he's like, right, I'm going to put that thought to video so everybody can hear my thought. And it's a dumb fucking thought. If you're going to have a thought like that, just keep it to your fucking self, because it's so fucking stupid. And you know, if you got, I mean, where is that going to fit into the argument? Is just blah blah blah, I think this, and blah blah blah, and NASA lies and the media lies. Yeah, fuck off. It's meaningless. What's going to happen next? Is the fucking Discovery Channel, the History Channel, going to see his video and go, that's our next executive producer. We need him. We're going to give him a full series.
Well, the way the History Channel's going, that wouldn't fucking surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either. But yeah, there you go. I don't know. What do you want? What's the question?
Now it's time to turn to somebody who may have a slightly different answer. Mallory?
Wait, let me put on my fake glasses so I could peer smart at this round table. Just give me a second here. Well, those were certainly all words and quite fascinating. Insert some science words here and there. I don't even know what your question is, but yes, globers are quite fascinating creatures, and I just love observing you all.
Creatures. She does choose her words very well. It's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. And for me, well, you know, it's simple. Like I said, for me, it's all about the comedy. But there is an actual reality to it. When I first found Flat Earth on YouTube and found debunkers and stuff, I was quite concerned that my autistic child could easily fall into it. So I went on the offensive to make sure that wouldn't happen. And he watches me, you know, prep the shows, and, you know, he's upstairs right now doing his thing and whatnot. And he knows all the, you know, the tricks and licks of debunking and so on. And he thinks it's funny as hell. And he's also quite educated in astronomy and so on. Like, literally, you know, you can ask him and he will name all of the Jovian moons and so on. The kid's really good. So, you know, for me, it was a little bit of a personal mission to make sure that, you know, a child on the spectrum and stuff couldn't find that, and, you know, and so on. But very, very quickly, I found the entertainment and fun of it. And truthfully, that's why I'm doing it now. So, I think we got around the table. I think that was a pretty cool little interlude there. I do want to bring a thing up here now. Let me get this all together here. First, when it came to the allegedly pee drinking stuff, there's only one thing I can do. And here you go.
Be no slave, and I don't want you to work out there. But I want you to be true. I just wanna make love to you. I want you be and I want you to do no choice, but I want you to be true and keep me making.
That's brilliant. That is excellent.
I'm now gagging. Thank you.
That's the taste of a generation.
The world is fun and I'm thirsty.
Now, do
Mallory.
you think that was Strongbow or White Lightning?
Oh, Strongbow, absolutely. Oh no, we're regressing. So, and then there's a second one here I have to bring up, and this was that was YouTube creator Random Tings. I should put the video, his channel link in the description. I'll do it after the show is done because right now it's too much to do. But we have one more, and this was sent in by Godless Scummer, and you're a bastard.
Good evening, folks. Kent Hovind here down at Dinosaur Adventureland. I just wanted to let you know that there's somebody out here on TikTok who's pretending to be me. Okay. And,
yeah, I'm trying to get the audio to you guys.
Goes
Hold
by
on.
the name Dr. Josh. And of course, he's got to be one of the dumbest guys out here. Believes in that evolution. Of course, we know that dogs never produce non-dogs.
It's a Hovind impression.
So, just stay on the lookout and stay vigilant. Jesus is coming.
No, that guy.
I hope Jesus is wearing a condom.
Let me play it again for the panel because they missed the beginning here. But this guy is doing an impersonation. He's on TikTok, and he's actually like a PhD or something, I think Godless said. But, it's hilarious. He gets the mannerisms right and everything. Check this out
Good
again.
evening, folks. Kent Hovind here down at Dinosaur Adventureland. I just wanted to let you know that there's somebody out here on TikTok who's pretending to be me. Okay, and of course he goes by the name Dr. Josh, and of course he's got to be one of the dumbest guys out here. Believes in that evolution. Of course, we know that dogs never produce non-dogs. Okay, so just stay on the lookout and stay vigilant. Jesus is coming.
Now, if you read the Bible and read about Jesus' second coming, you'll find it was just a very, very special night with Mary Magdalene. So, it's fact.
Well, I hope he cleaned up after himself.
Yeah. We have one more.
Yeah.
We have one more, guys. In the chat, Slick666 there. He sent it, or I'm not even sure. I shouldn't have done that. But user submission, and this has something to do with allegedly again. So let's just bring it up here. Sorry guys, I'll get the audio fixed.
Zijn
Hold
de
on.
lange wachtrijen bij de wc. Op dit moment kunnen we erin. Dus ik ga even checken hoe schoon ze hier zijn.
Oh, I've seen this.
Volgens mij is dit het mannengedeelte. Nee, je zou bijna denken dat je gewoon een biertje eruit kan scheppen. Flinke schuimkraag.
Oh no.
I know what happens.
Oh.
I know what happens. Watch. This is funny.
Beetje.
Oh my god.
He thinks it's soap.
I think it is, man. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Oké, even serieus. Mag ik heel even wat vragen? Even voor de record.
I think Dave must have been the one that sent him over to the sink.
It's a good job Mallory wasn't there. She should have picked it up and taken a great big bite out of it.
Candy!
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's true.
In a jus sauce.
Oh, fuck.
I love how the lady was just like, and I'm leaving now.
Yeah, she was freaked right out. That was rough.
Well, the funny thing about the girl doing the documentary is, what the fuck is it documenting the urinals for? It's like, we're here at a festival. Let's check out the urinals.
Exactly what I was just going to say. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's just fucking weird. Yeah,
which kind of makes me think that it might have been staged as well. I don't know.
Bit of a setup, possibly.
Yeah. But I mean, if it was real, I mean, you got to think to yourself, what was the guy thinking when he looked down and he saw this long trough with a yellow liquid in it?
Has he never been to the toilet before?
Exactly. What did he think the yellow liquid was?
Beer.
Beer, yeah, with soap in it. I'll wash my hands in beer and soap. Yeah, why not?
Now, in all fairness, if this was overseas and the guy appeared to be American, we don't have public urinals like that in the U.S. Well, at least not in the civilian side.
Nah, that was Europe. That was like, yeah.
Holland or something. Finland.
You dick, you still there?
No, he's died. It's all us. It's our show now. Let's go, guys. Let's take it over. Woo!
Time to take over.
Oh, yeah. This is a takeover episode now. Roll that new clip.
Go on, Mallory.
Can't even take a leak without you fuckers fucking around, can I?
I hope you wash your hands in it.
Just no. Okay, washed hands, yes. In urinal, no. Proper. So what the hell? The whole idea of conspiracists taking it too far. Like, you got flat earthers, you got that allegedly Dave, and he goes into piss drinking and so on and so forth. Is that complete Dunning-Kruger on display, that they are just convinced that they're smarter than everybody else, so that they just, partake in this bullshit? Like, how do you get to the point where, pissing in a glass is like, yeah, I can't wait for that? How does that even fucking happen?
Because it's quite simple. They are just contrarians. They want to be different. They want to be noticed. They want to be acknowledged. It doesn't even matter if it's right or wrong. They just want their attention. They want their moment, and they will go out their way to do stupid things, to say stupid things, and they'll get the attention and the adoration, because it doesn't matter what they do. There's going to be enough fucking numpties behind them who will applaud them and congratulate them, say they're the greatest thing since sliced bread that's been pissed on and soaked in piss. And
well, and you're not wrong there, because all you have to do is look in the comments of a Daniel Pratt video and you'll see people going, yeah, God bless, brother, and whatnot. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and Hitler was right. And
oh man, yeah, you're not wrong though. That gets bad over there. Holy fuck. So what do we got here? We're getting close. I think there was enough crap tonight that wrap-ups could be a little long, so we might want to get into them early just to make sure everybody gets their time.
What about, you had something from Johnny O?
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that. Here, let me get over to the main set.
Good job, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Here, where is it now?
That's never been said before.
Yeah. Where is it now? Damn it. What the hell? I might need a second to find it now. What the hell happened?
No worries. You go. Look, we'll chat about.
Yeah. Do some roundtable stuff or something. Give me 1 second here.
I promise I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
You leave my nipples out of this. You want to talk about my nipples now? What's wrong?
Oh dear.
Well, I didn't want to bring up your cock.
No, probably best not. It's not worth discussing.
Yeah, DKG always has to drag it to the gutter.
What do you mean? I thought the show was already in the gutter. He just dragged it further down the gutter.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Okay, we're down into the sewers.
It's always good to start. It's always good to start in a low position, and then we can rise from that. Unlike Matt's cock, but Come on, Mipet. You say something. You say something intellectual then.
Viagra helps.
Oh, I have my notes. I will be making my points soon.
Oh, you'll be giving me a red mark again, aren't you? Oh, for fuck's sake! I hate these.
Was it in red? Was it in red pen or black pen or blue pen?
Yeah.
Which color pen was it? Did you write?
Oh God, no, that sounds too pill to me. So here, I got this all queued up now. So Johnny O, if anybody doesn't know that name, you're fucking slacking the plot hole.
Right.
Johnny O has a documentary like video coming out soon. So here we go. It's called Cracking the YouTube Code. Coming soon. Director Johnny O speaks with YouTube content creators to discuss their experiences dealing with the platform and its terms of services in the upcoming documentary, Cracking the YouTube Code. Now, here I'm going to play a quick little minute and a half of what you got coming. Here we go.
Is a computer code, an algorithm capable of differentiating between genuinely fake news and somebody like me who makes fun of fake news? I don't think it is.
In 2020, the beginning of a pandemic left the masses in what seemed like a worldwide lockdown.
And God forbid your channel actually gets deleted, then you're left with no income.
With the average American spending 20% more time on YouTube, content creators capitalized on the opportunity, hoping to bridge the income gap caused by the pandemic.
If they're saying that I'm pushing this bad, dangerous conversation, why wouldn't they just let me add that and make everything clear? Because they don't give a shit.
But creators ran into new obstacles. Managing the ever-changing landscape of social media proved more difficult than most anticipated.
So, what happens now?
And there we go. Coming up soon. Yeah. Coming up soon. We got a really good documentary. Johnny O's getting right into it with some people. And we've also got a follow-up piece that will come out after about some of the copyright stuff that I've come across on YouTube, because, oh my God, have we uncovered some scams and they're not being vocalized enough. So it's going to be really cool. Yeah, I've forwarded some of the copyright scam stuff to Johnny O. He's going to be doing it on his news coming up. And then I'm going to do a deeper dive coming up. We'll get a few of us in and whatnot, and we'll really look into it. I've got some actual proof to show that people are scamming with the copyright claims on YouTube big time.
I'll tell you what we could do maybe is, I don't know what you think of this, maybe if we can actually dedicate a show to kind of looking at it and reviewing that when it does come out. I don't know how long it's going to be, but maybe we could dedicate a show to, having a look at it and reviewing it. I don't know what you think. Well, maybe that's too sort of techie. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, I like it. I like it very much. Yeah. I think that when done correctly, showing the viewers some of the technical behind the scenes things, as long as it's not too like instructional and drawn out and boring and stuff, is actually the way to go. Because some of these, like quite a few, would really, be interested in actually like some of the bullshit that goes on. But
do you want to hear a controversial a thought, an opinion that's going to be a hotbed of hate and shit in the chat?
Do it.
Go on then.
Now, I do get concerned with this with people on YouTube, and they will start whining about the fact that they're not getting their full dues. Now, people got on YouTube actually parasiting on service.
Oh, you're roboting out, buddy.
Oh shit! Just when I was talking good.
Yeah.
Do you come back?
You're clear now. Keep going. You're clear now. Keep going.
Yeah, the problem is YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you're a parasite. It's like a bunch of fleas crying when the fucking dog they're on dies. If you are part of the system, and to cry about the system that's not working for you. I'm sorry, if you're putting all your eggs in the one basket and saying, right, my career is now going to be on YouTube and things change and you can't do that career anymore, I'm sorry, you shouldn't have gone down that road.
I'll give you some of that, DK, for sure. I mean, like our show, we're so goddamn raunchy that, YouTube is just stuffing us into the toilet and not helping promote or anything and blah, blah, blah. But you don't hear us whining all day, do you? We just do what we do, man.
Yeah, and GPS said in the chat, a parasite may be a symbiotic relationship. No, it's not symbiotic. YouTube aren't calling us and saying, "Oh, could you go and do some videos on YouTube?" No, you're jumping on the back of YouTube and using their platform to try to make money. And if it's not going your way, I'm sorry, it's not their fault.
You kind of. Okay, yes, some people.
I did say it was controversial.
Yeah, no, that's not controversial at all. I don't think it's controversial at all. You're talking more about people kind of making a living on YouTube. I mean, for me, I don't monetize my channel, but the thing is, as you well know, it does take quite a lot of effort and actually time, and sometimes it can be really laborious, especially editing videos, right? Recording, doing the little bits, and that is the easy part of it. But sometimes, particularly with a video maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes long, like a documentary type video, that's a lot of hours, putting in a lot of effort. And then what happens is some twat comes along and claims a bit of fucking music on your video, or key bit of music on your video, or some video clip or something like that, and fucks it all up. And for me, it's not about the money. It's the fact that I would put effort into it, and then YouTube, because it's a broken fucking system, comes along and just fucks it all up. And it could even get removed. That's. I think that's what pisses most people off. It's not. I don't think it's just about the money. I think it's just about the effort of actually going through doing those sort of things, and then it getting fucking ruined. Because YouTube can't get the fucking act together from stupid bloody, claims of all sorts of different things, copyright claims and copyright strikes, and and stupid fucking community standard bloody strikes and things like that. Then that are not applied fairly throughout everybody. And it's not. It's it's not.
We have the same thing in the movie industry, and we have to get people to sign things away. I did a whole sequence in The Martian, and in Times Square. So we have all these posters all around for different shows. I had to replace, and I actually generated and made up. In fact, my daughter is in one of the posters for one of these shows. I replaced all the posters in Times Square with ones that did not exist. Otherwise, the film would not be able to be released. You literally cannot release the film unless you have things signed off.
Right.
So copyright is a real thing, and in the grown-up world, it's dealt with properly.
Well, it's not.
The problem with YouTube is a kind of problem. Is a kind of like an amateur status sort of thing. We can all just go in there, but they all have to abide with the same rules. But yes, I agree with you that there are people playing the game and fucking it up for everybody.
But that's the problem as well. It's just like the rules are not applied fairly, and they're not applied equally. It's not just the copyright issues; it's the community standards, because they're definitely not being applied fairly. Because you get one creator can get away with one thing, somebody else does something very similar, and they get fucking the video removed.
Well, that's
kind of like it's fucking. It's just.
But Matt, that's the human error of the equation, and I do get that. But that's a hiring practice on YouTube's side that has to be fixed. Because
that's the problem. It's automated though. That's the thing, isn't it?
No. But wait a minute. Let me finish. The YouTube algorithm flags something. Right. And so you're like, oh, fuck. So you appeal. Now, on appeal, a human does do it. But here's how it works. They do it based on a timestamp. Do they rewind 3 minutes and find context? Who knows? Do they get offended because of some personal belief that shouldn't be voiced on YouTube? Who knows? But that's where you're left, unless you're somebody like Linus Tech Tips, who has an actual representative they can call and speak to. Right. That's how it plays out. And there's this huge gap of who is doing the reviewing? Do I know it's fair? Right. There's also.
You've hit the nail on the head. Is like the not knowing. You don't know what's going on half the time. When you
and there's
when you make an appeal, you got no clue.
And there's no communication. Like we'll get a thing that says, "Oh, your stream is demonetized due to whatever," and you'll be yellow, so you get like fuck all ads. Well, could you give us a timestamp on why? So at least we can listen and go, yeah, okay, that was a bit rough or something. No, there's nothing to help the creators learn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're dead right.
You know, and that's the fucking problem. When you're going to demonetize or criticize or do something as the platform owner to the content creator, holy fuck, man, at least give us the goddamn information so we can figure it out.
Right.
You know, like if you're like NBC and you've got like the Seinfeld show, and you put it out and you look at the Nielsen ratings and you go, oh, at 20 minutes into the show, a lot of people tuned out. I guess that joke wasn't very good. You've got the information, but we don't get it. That is the problem. It's a huge problem. Massive.
Is a computer code, an algorithm capable.
Didn't realize that was going to kick in again. Oops. But, you know, it's serious. And like right now on the Shills channel, we have an active community guideline strike warning, right? You get 3 guideline strikes and you're out. Your channel's done. And we have a warning because like 8 months ago or whatever, we did one of our DJ streams we used to do a lot of. And all of a sudden, that was a bad thing. It used to be fine. Some content creators, like I know Black Sabbath was one where if you played one of their songs, they would shut your stream down. But other bands like Rush and stuff, they didn't give a shit. They would just do shared monetization with you or whatever. It was no big deal. So we used to get wasted and just, go on and do a DJ stream. We did our New Year's stream and it was all music and stuff. It was a blast. And then one day we did one, boom, community guideline strike warning. And we're like, what the fuck? So now we can't do those DJ streams, but they won't tell us why we got it. All we got was guideline strike. Well, if you go to the YouTube community guidelines and read it through, how the fuck am I supposed to figure out which one of those guidelines we fucked up on, you fucking assholes? For God's sakes, it's called communication and it's not fucking hard.
Yeah. Couldn't add to that at all.
It drives me crazy. We've had a few of these instances. We've had people content strike our streams because we were debunking videos that had NASA footage in it, and those videos were submitted to YouTube for the content match library. And because they submitted videos with NASA footage, now YouTube thinks that footage is theirs. How the fuck is that even right? Why doesn't YouTube have a goddamn, public access domain library that NASA could submit their videos to so that shit doesn't happen? Why? Because they don't give a fuck. It's the same with their copyright system. If somebody claims you and you do a rebuttal or a fight back and you say, no, there's no way they can claim this. All they have to do is stand their ground and say yes. And the only option you have is court. How the fuck is that fair? Some asshole with massive subs that has access to putting their videos in the content match library gets to fuck us over just because they're lazy assholes, and maybe not even lazy, but maybe, disingenuous, knowing that footage is going to get claimed. What the fuck, man? Seriously, step up. Loki Fish.
Sean Hawkins posted in chat, Grateful Dead were open source before open source was the thing. And that's actually very true. What he's referring to, and it relates to this, is Grateful Dead actually encouraged people to create bootlegs of live shows. In addition to that, Fish used to do the same thing. In fact, there were a few instances where Fish would allow you to plug into the jacks directly at the stage to pull from the soundboard.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I've seen videos where they've been where, somebody posting something of Fish or Grateful Dead and it get hit with a copyright strike. And the person posting this stuff was plugged directly into the freaking board because they said, here, go ahead, feel free. So yeah, the system is so damn flawed. And I agree with you. Yes, if somebody flags something, there is a timestamp involved, or there should be a timestamp involved. Yeah. That all they got to do is go, hey, well, it was flagged at 60 some odd seconds into your video, so hey, you need to take a look at this. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. The problem is that in dealing with like Google, YouTube, stuff like that, they worry about the money. Yeah. So they won't start to change any policy until content creators their major content creators go, well, sorry, we're going to leave. We're going to go somewhere else. And what was it? There was something that happened with YouTube a couple of years back about that, where major content creators were just like, no, we don't agree with this policy change. Fix it or relief.
And there is a false ideology in the general public to some extent that YouTube is akin to public broadcasting, where you're just allowed to go on and do your thing. That is not fucking true.
No, it's not. Not even close.
Not even close. I mean, there's a thing in the YouTube rules where if you swear too much in the beginning of the show, you're demonetized right away. But if you don't swear too much in the beginning and then it builds up in the middle and the end, you're okay. I don't understand the logic there. I don't get it, fellow babies, but it's actually true. And you'll notice it actually affects the channel. The algorithm is smart enough to know that you're doing your intro, your standby and stuff, and it waits until people speaks until that judgment kicks in. And you'll notice on our streams, we know it. That's why we don't go fucking hog wild crazy during the intros, right? Because we want to get past that point. Why wouldn't we? But again, it's bullshit because it doesn't change the content.
And that's it right there.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I say, we've got 3 motherfuckers tonight on video and you all are going to fucking love it. One guy sticks his finger in his ass, the other guy pushes it further, and the third watches it pop out of his fucking mouth. Why is that different if I say it in the beginning of the show or the middle? Answer me that.
Yeah, that's just silly.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Makes 0 sense at all.
And then look at the whole demonetization thing. So you've got YouTube killing channels that swear too much and blah, blah, blah. And yet we've got videos on, advertisements and stuff about, shaving your bush and your balls and blah, blah, and all these raunchy advertisements and stuff. Can you fucking tell me that one of those companies wouldn't want their ads on a channel that's kind of raunchy because that's exactly what they're going for? How does that even fucking make sense?
It was interesting is every now and then I get an advert to come on, and it's a rap artist, and I find his content offensive. The things he's saying, I can't remember his name, I can't remember what he says, but I actually find his content offensive, and that's an advert.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And then there's the other side of it. YouTube tries to match advertisements with a channel. You know how many times I've seen that fucking pseudoscience bullshit, ancient aliens, motherfucking Gaia people as advertisements before our goddamn streams? Are you fucking kidding me?
God, you could do a show just debunking the advertisements.
Yeah, but the thing is that contradicts everything, because you just know that the adverts, because I keep seeing the same adverts for what's it is one of these companies that sells copyright free music. You pay a subscription, and you just so happened I clicked on one of those just to have a look at their pricing one day, and ever since then I'm still getting fucking dozens of those. It's not personalized to the channel, it's personalized to you. It's not the channel itself it belongs to. That's bullshit. That's just total crap. The algorithms are personally looking at your cookies and all the rest of it, everything else you've been looking at. That's how it's all boiled down to. So where they get it from, this,
When I caught onto that part, Matt, that's when I started using a sock account to monitor the flat earthers and the other morons that we bring on the channel to debate or debunk and stuff, because I can't have that in my main feed. It fucks everything up.
Right.
Matt, I thought I was getting all these adverts for man diapers because I thought it was due to Dick Dawson. I didn't realise it was targeted at me.
Yeah.
Very good product, by the way.
Well, it's funny. It's a bit weird because the Facebook algorithms are acting a bit weird. Maybe they know something I don't, because I keep seeing adverts for Viagra. So that's a bit worrying.
What?
I have no idea. Yeah. I swear to God, do they know something that I don't?
Well, dude, at that point, I think you should talk to your wife. I'm not really sure here.
I've got a screenshot of somewhere on Facebook where I was given like a side-by-side ad recommendation. One was a girl in a skimpy dress, and the other one was a lathe.
What?
I clicked on the lathe.
Oh,
of course you did.
Recently, speaking of strange stuff you can find, somebody in our Discord posted a link to nude yoga, and there was this chick flat out butt naked doing yoga on YouTube. And I thought to myself, I seem to remember that, nudity is not really a thing that you're supposed to be doing. So I searched nude yoga, and motherfuck, is there a lot of it. Holy God. I do want to address a comment from Ugly German Truce there. Can you explain how some weirdo channels can get 45 or even 100-minute videos put in as quote unquote advertisements? Shouldn't there be a ratio between content and ads? Ugly, I absolutely 100% agree, but it doesn't seem to work that way. Some of the bigger channels, like I watch Hoovy's Garage and Linus Tech Tips and a few, and you'll get 10-second non-skippable ads in the beginning of their videos. But I've seen video or advertisements that are 45 minutes before our channel goes live and I always try to let the ads run because it's our goddamn channel, right? But I'm not doing that, man. There's no fucking way. How can that even be an advertisement? How could that be right? Isn't that YouTube taking advantage of the situation and exerting themselves to a point where they must be getting paid for those big fucking, infomercial type ads in a big way. And they know that everybody's just going to skip them. So we get fuck all because they're skipped, but YouTube certainly makes a fortune off it. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's exactly it. And one day I was watching a video before I got premium, and I was watching a video, and I had a 2-hour, for some reason YouTube was broken at that time, a 2-hour unskippable ad.
Holy.
Yeah. And I lost interest, and I just shut the thing right off and just walked away. Because no, I'm not sitting through a 2-hour ad, forced ad. That's gross.
Now let's look at why that would happen. Why is because people fall asleep watching the YouTube. People do their dishes and vacuuming while YouTube is on, and YouTube knows that these ads are going to slip through, and they will be able to produce analytics that show the advertiser, look, people watched it. It's bullshit. Exactly. They're scamming the fucking advertisers.
Yes, they are. And that encourages the advertisers to continue to put a freaking movie in as an ad. I was so frustrated that day and I couldn't skip it. And I was like, where's the skip button? It went into, like 5 minutes. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And I just closed YouTube, got frustrated, got fed up, and just walked off because I'm not doing that. No, I refuse to watch a 2-hour ad. I'll skip them.
I wonder how much it actually costs to do ads on YouTube, because I've seen just the odd channel having their own adverts. I mean, surely it can't cost that much.
There's a good one from Slick666 in the chat there. I've got 78 subscribers on my channel. One of my videos has 7,000 views in the last 28 days. I get no ad revenue, and I don't get to choose what ads YouTube puts on my videos. And it actually goes beyond that. YouTube announced, I think it was about 6-9 months ago or something. I can't remember because it's always fucking changing. But if you are a popular YouTube channel or you have a popular video and you're not monetized, and I know some big creators who didn't monetize their channels because they didn't need to, right? They were getting Patreon through the nose and whatnot. They started getting ads on their videos even though they weren't in the partnership program. So what did they do? They got in the partnership program and got the ad revenue for themselves instead. But YouTube will monetize anything they fucking want, and you get fuck all.
Right.
That's not fair. If you've got a video like Slick there with 7,000 views on it, even though your channel doesn't have monetary, the 1,000 subs and the 4,000 watch hours, and they're plugging video ads into it, that's affecting your viewers because some people don't want the ads and stuff. And as such, shouldn't they just, out of, being good people, give you a cut at least and go, hey, thanks?
Like, you would fuck. You would think so. And it's really too bad because the person whose video I was going to watch, it's not their fault, but I ended up having to click away from it and never got to watch the video because of what they did with the 2-hour unskippable ad. And that was YouTube's fault, not the creator.
A 2-hour unskippable ad. Can you fucking imagine?
I mean, this is what gets me as well. Why did they allow a 2-hour ad to begin with, let alone it being unskippable? What the hell is a 2-hour advert? What are they advertising it for 2 hours?
I can't even remember what it was. It was something stupid. And it was, but I think, and to YouTube's credit, it more than likely was just like an error or a glitch or something. Maybe the servers were just messing up that day, because I've had lots of errors with YouTube and throughout.
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm sure it could have been. I'm sure it could have been an error. Yeah. I'm sure it could have been an error that it was unskippable for sure. But surely they know how long the adverts are going on that they're actually putting on YouTube. Oh, they
absolutely.
Must know. How the hell did they allow a 2-hour ad on YouTube? Bearing in mind, probably the average YouTube length is probably about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Tops. You don't often see many videos that are like 20, 30 minutes or an hour and all the rest of it. Yeah, you do. But, on an average, I bet you 10, 15 minutes is an average. I bet you. So what the hell is a 2-hour advert doing on a freaking YouTube video? That's crazy.
That's insanity. And yes, there are still to this day 2-hour ads that are out there. And it's, what are they doing? Jeez. Why? It's a movie at that point.
So the interesting question is, there have been alternatives to YouTube that people have said, right, fuck it, I'm not doing YouTube anymore. And they move over to some other video sharing platform. Why have they never taken off? Why has YouTube managed to carry on succeeding in an environment where the content providers fucking hate it? But,
it's kind of monopolized, isn't it?
But there's no alternative.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't need to be monopolized because people can choose. Just the same as like MySpace fucking disappeared or Friends You Reunited disappeared. People will just go, right, I'm not doing that platform anymore. I'm going to go to this platform. That's why Zoom became huge.
That's the thing. But that's the thing. The YouTube is monopolized. You know, they've got a massive share of that kind of market, and nobody's going to be able to squeeze YouTube out. But it's just too big.
Well,
that's why.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Why not?
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's so huge.
It's just a URL, a link to somewhere else.
No, it's not. It's the background infrastructure it takes to run YouTube. Only a company like Alphabet can fucking handle it now. I mean, Linus Tech Tips has float plane and stuff that they're starting up to try to get creators over and people pay and blah, blah and whatnot. But I mean, even that guy can't get it to fucking work in a very big manner, because how do you get, like, you know, Twitch? I mean, people flip back and forth, but very few, you know, and you've got all these other like D Live and stuff that come and go like a bad fart. But basically, it comes down to Twitch versus YouTube. Otherwise, you have to have a strong viewer base to follow you around. And, you know, that's not something we're unused to. I mean, look at North American television. You had the three big networks and so on and so forth, right? You want to make it on television, you had to get in there. And I mean, that's kind of how it is. But, you know, people see the internet as more of a free place to do what you want to do. But YouTube, being a private company, is able to say, fuck you. Some people have said recently that YouTube should be considered by the government to be more of a utility, something that could be regulated because it's that en masse now. I'm not sure about that, because as soon as you get that kind of stuff in there, holy God, things get bad. I mean, all we need is Tipper Gore and her little stickers again, right? But, you know, it's a real back and forth, because you got a private company that can do what they want to do, and you got a private citizen that says, hey, free speech, motherfucker. That's a tough one, man.
Well, it's not free speech.
Right. And that's the slippery slope that you come to. I mean, there are good and bad to both arguments. And it's just, but yeah, definitely slippery slope territory when they, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Completely.
Yeah, you know. So at this point, you know, what do you do? Do you put out a call? You know, YouTube fairness, you know, start a hashtag or something like, you know, YouTube protect creators, you know, honor the people that actually make you be in a position that makes the money you do. Because, I mean, without us, you got fuck all people except for cat videos. Fuck you. Right. You know, it's a tough one. With a unified voice and thousands upon thousands of creators behind it, you could make a difference. The problem is YouTube creators are kind of like Formula One drivers, and everybody's looking out for their own self-interest for the most part, and it's hard to get a consensus. And yeah. I do believe I
agree with that totally.
I do.
Yeah,
too.
that's
We've
the problem.
The cutthroat part of it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, all too much, Aimee. Holy God,
Far
drama
too much.
flies like shit from a monkey's ass, doesn't it?
Oh, yes,
wow.
it does. There's a whole herd of drama llamas out there, so you got to watch it.
You know, but I do believe that there is a you know, a case to be had here where we call out YouTube and, you know, say you know, hashtag YouTube fairness and be like, please apply the same rules to everybody. None of this, oh, but they're big and blah blah and so on. And please start sending us fucking timestamps when we get in trouble or we get, you know, warned about things. Why can't you help us learn and grow? What the fuck is the problem with that?
Yeah, what
Answer
the hell
me.
is this cryptic crap? That's one of the things that pisses me off anyway. It's one of my pet peeves, as Matt will tell you, is things being cryptic. You know, if you have something to say, fucking say it. You know, use your communication skills. We all know you got them, people in YouTube land. You're adults, hopefully. So don't make things so damn cryptic. If we did something wrong, say, look, this is what you did. This is where you did it. This is why we say you need to fix this. Fix it. fine, we'd fix it and get it done. Sometimes they are, like with some of like the music and stuff, you've got to claim, you can delete this part to this part, or you can silence the music in it. Great, thank you, that's perfect, that's what we want. But sometimes they don't do that, and you get this, you did something naughty, but we're not going to tell you. That's that, sorry, you're done. It's just...
I want to call out Charlie Welsh in the chat there. The comment is the best. It's #OurTube. That's what we need to start. #OurTube. Right?
I like that.
Yeah, we have to start, a grassroots movement where we get a consensus, a group voice that says enough. And I think that's the way to go. We've been running it pretty long here, Aimee. What do you think? Should we do a round table?
I think so, because it's almost 9:30 here. So, yeah, I've got somebody that needs to be cleaned up because I have a little grub muffin sitting beside me. So. Yes, I put a picture of the grub muffin in the general chat in the Shills too, so you can look him over and you can have your very own grub muffin.
Love it.
Thank you. So let's get started right around the room here. We've got Loki Fish Mars. Loki Fish, what did you think of the evening and what were your highlights?
I had a bit of fun this evening. I kind of enjoyed it. Excellent. I think while I'm here, I'm going to say this to any flat earther who happens to be watching this video. I will actually send you the sextant that I have that's working only if you take up Wolfie 6020's challenge and prove him wrong. Other than that, yeah, the YouTube thing, we ran into the same issues when I ran a big group on G+.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing new. It's nothing new.
Exactly.
Other than that, been a blast.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And next up we have Mipet 69. Mipet, what did you think of this evening? Did anything stand out to you?
Well, as you know, I do take notes. Yes. So we have, for tonight, we have flat map around the globe sextant. The almanac is based on a globe. What the fuck? Okay, well, that was number one. Number two, it's got pretty pictures of out-of-focus flashing lights. Stars are alive like jellyfish. That was number two. Number three, we've got flying encounter. A pilot. What was upsetting that dude? That the pilot was actually wearing a mask as well? I wasn't sure. And that the sun must be coming from under the earth. I thought that was hilarious. Number four, celebrities in space. Well, I wish I was a bloody celebrity so I could go to space. And then we've got what? Allegedly Dave's piss. Well, I was gagging on that one. The Hobart impersonation dude, brilliant. And then we've got, oh my God, the urinal cake dude. Well, I just found out, well, Mallory likes candy on that one. Then my final note here is DKG, you know where your thumb belongs when you are on your own.
Hey, what?
That's my wrap up for the day. And have a great rest of the weekend. Everybody.
Thank you so much. That's brilliant. I love it. Thank you. And next up, we do have DKG Custom. DKG, what did you think of this evening? Any highlights?
I don't think Mipet likes me very much. But I don't know. I don't know what she's on about. But you should always go to Mipet first because she's the smart one in the room, and she actually takes a list, and so it helps us old buggers what fucking happened in the past few hours. So but out of that, I can't think of anything that was a highlight. It was just utter gibberish.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's sort of gibberish. It normally is. The Sextant thing at the beginning bored the shit out of me. I really can't bother. Just a bunch of people who just do not understand what they're talking about. Yeah, okay, fine. You just managed to disprove what people have been doing for hundreds of years. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that idea. We'll run with that one.
Columbus thanks you.
yeah. I'm coming to. Oh shit! No wonder I got to America, not India. That was because I was doing the globe thing, not the flat Earth thing. Right. What else did we have? Oh, just anyway. Oh, next. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. That was brilliant.
Was it? I could ramble. I can ramble shit for hours. Well,
please don't.
You just did. You just did.
Thank you.
Shut up, Mipet, you DKG hater, you.
Someone's got to do it, you know.
That's right. And next up, we have M2M Matt. Matt, what did you think of this evening?
Everything that Mipet said, pretty much. Thanks very much. Good night. No, I'm only joking. Well, pretty much what Mipet said. No, I'm just going to take an opportunity to just about the Sextant again. Again, I want to encourage everybody. If you hear anybody flat earthers banging on about the Sextant being proven to be prove a flat Earth, then keep challenging them. That where's your Sextant? Use it and prove the results. They need to actually use a Sextant, not just make a video of what they think a Sextant does. They need to actually prove what they're actually saying. So just pressurize them and keep pushing them. I say that to all creators as well. Let's just start putting this thing to bed, because this Sextant stuff is getting really freaking boring now, to be honest with you. I'm sick of hearing about it. It's like the Black Swan that went on for freaking months and it still hasn't gone away. So I'd like that to go be buried once and for all as well. The only other thing as well is that on the 22nd of December, we have got James Webb Space Telescope launching. I'm thinking of streaming that myself. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a massive thing within the community of the circles that I run in, and of course astronomers as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. It's been 20 years in the making. $10 billion later. It's going to be a very nervous time from the time it launches for about a month.
Damn right.
There's about hundreds of different things that need to actually work. And if one of those doesn't work, then it's a $10 billion piece of space junk. Because
I'd love to be on that stream. Let's do that. We'll promote it on the channel and stuff. M2M's doing a fucking launch stream. There we go.
Yeah, I believe it's Wednesday the 22nd. It's 7:12 as it stands at the moment. Obviously, that could still change because it was the 18th a few days ago, not so long ago.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's 7:20 Eastern, which is that'll be 12:20 GMT or UTC, whatever you want to call it. So that's where it stands at the moment. I'm thinking of streaming. I haven't streamed a launch for a long time, but this is quite a big one. So
let's do it.
And that's 7:20 a.m. or 7:20 p.m.
7:20 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be 4:20 a.m. your time, Dick.
I'm loving that. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
So I don't know. I maybe get a couple of guests on if I can, or something like that, and we can.
I get up for it. It'd be worth it.
There you go.
We can chat about it and jab about it. I need to learn how to stream again, because I haven't done it for a very long time. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and we'll do a go effort.
Hey Matt, if you want, I could run it from the back end over here. No problem.
Wow, you're not going to be 4:20 in the morning. I mean, it could be delayed.
It's
and all the rest of it. It might not
Are you
launch at all,
kidding? I'm going to stay up drunk all fucking night. Are you kidding?
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Anyway, let's finish this round table. And
yeah.
Sure.
I'm fucking go to bed. I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
I know, it's late.
2:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Let me go to bed, please.
I know, gracious. Thank you so much. And next up, we have Mallory. Mallory, what did you think of this evening, and did anything stand out to you?
Well, luckily, I cheated a little bit in looking over on Mip's notes. From what I could see from far back here, there's something about ants and having sex in tents. You got to put sunscreen on your feet because apparently the sun's underneath us. I'm not. I was eating this bag of candy half through the time, so that's that.
Sugar rush.
That's right. Woo! Thank you so much. And last but not least, we have Dick Dawson. Dick, what did you think of this evening and what stood out to you?
Well, number one, all of this talk about sextants. I mean, seriously, people, they're so easy to set up. You go out to the bush and you do some camping. Everybody sets up your tent. You put yours a little off to the side so nobody can hear the sex, and you've got a sextant. Okay, it's that fucking simple. All right, number two, that pilot that we saw, yeah, CGI, motherfucker. So don't even pull that on me. That whole thing about people in space being fake. Have you never seen the Muppets? I saw pigs in space, motherfucker, and I know they were there. And the last point I have is, seriously, stop drinking piss, you disgusting fucks. Stop it. I'm done.
There we go. That is disgusting. I agree with that. And yeah, what Mipet said
now,
too.
what was your highlight? What was your highlight tonight, Aimee?
Exactly.
Ooh,
yeah.
There were a few there. We had some good conversations. I like Mallory's take on the notes. That was brilliant. So yeah, there was the sextant guy. He was kind of dumb, and there was, the one that really stood out to me though were the stars. And the unfocused stars, and that just really bothered me. I took, and I know it's a long time ago, but I did take photography in high school, and I absolutely loved it. This was not, I'm going to age myself, and this was before the age of digital cameras. But even back then, you could make a light look like that by just simply not focusing your camera correctly. It just, and that bugs the crap out of me, because this to me seems like they're doing it on purpose just to be dishonest. And that's why I call a lot of the flat earthers pose, because I honestly think that that's what they're doing, is they're trying to mislead you and and be deceptive in why they think they're seeing what they're seeing. Because if you just focus your damn camera, you're going to see that it doesn't really look like that. Exactly. And also, I think I have to, and I hate to do this because, I'm not a very egotistical person, but I have to say, go grub muffin.
Yeah.
He or she is in the general chat. You can name Grub Muffin whatever you like, but he's in there so you can have a look at him. So.
And I'd like to put a personal invitation out at this point in time to Nathan Thompson. Embrace your inner Grub Muffin. Accept it, learn it, live it, and love it. Because absolutely, buddy, you are the ultimate fucking Grub Muffin.
Absolutely. And if I make a grub muffin for him, it's going to have at least one booger on it, because I didn't put a booger on this one. So he just has stains on his little muffin paper there. So I'll have to add boogers for Nathan Thompson. That'll be good. So,
I agree.
Flies would be good too.
Because you should never let your dog teabag you unless you're Nathan Thompson. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, are we out of here? Should we say goodnight, fellow babies?
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hashtag Aimee's Christmas.
No.
Hashtag grub muffin.
Remember, fellow babies, go back in the chat, find the Aimee Hogan Christmas download link for PayPal there. Everything's going to them this month because it has to. On that note, we're out of here. Thanks for joining us, fellow babies.